Morning all, how are we all doing? It's a bit worrying, the state of our country. I'm going to go right into this because there ain't no way of taking a sugar-coated pill. You know, we are in desperate trouble, desperate need. We need people to start realising what is actually going on in this country. We need people to wake up. I don't know how you can't see it. I really don't. There are many passionate people out there doing the same thing as what I'm doing, which is trying to get our country back to how it used to be. They've hijacked it. Everything's run on contracts now. Contracts. It's not how it used to be. If any of you have children, grandchildren, nieces, nephews, whichever the case may be, you should be doing this for them. Because in 30, 40 years time, when our generation is gone, that's when it's going to start with them. That's when you're going to start seeing the investment that the government have made in this country, which is to flood it with foreign nationals, or whichever you want to call them, immigrants, migrants, or whichever the case may be. They're trying to wipe out the white indigenous man. You know, our population, the English population, the white English population is depleting. You know, we're being outbred and outnumbered. And as soon as that time arrives, that's it. You'll be gone. And don't think, you know, don't sit there and think, oh, someone's on it, someone's on it. It takes all of us to do this. Every single one of us to do this. Not just me and the hundreds of people that are out there, thousands of people out there that are doing it. Gary Clark, Emma Ward, Tracy Blackwell, Sarah Payton Stewart, Sheena White, Sean Morris, Dave Witcher, Chrissy Morris, Ben Frankham, the veterans. These are just a few of the people out there trying to educate you. You need to get into lawful rebellion. You need to stand up. You can't expect people to do this for you. You need to stand up, because if you don't, you know, what's the future for your children? I could tell you what the future for your children is and your grandchildren. You know, it's not good. We are in a dictatorship. It doesn't matter who takes over, whether it's Boris Johnson or whether it's Jeremy Hunt. It's the same story. It's the same narrative. They have the same. They have a road to go down, which they've been told to go down, and that's what they stick to. They don't care about you. Do you think your government cares about you? If your government cares about you, there wouldn't be no such thing as the 1939 Cancer Act, would there? Your councils don't care about you. If you don't pay your council tax, then they're after you. They're after you. There you go. Unpaid council tax. Yeah, unpaid council tax. I won't pay it. I won't go to court. You need to understand what's going on in this country. You need to understand we're being sold. Sold. Let's put a few conspiracy theories to which people call conspiracy theories. They're just starting to raid Colonel Gaddafi's money that's in this country, his buildings and his property that's in this country. They didn't go after him because of what they said. He was a tyrant. They went after him for his money. The same as Bin Laden. They want to take control of their countries and install a Federal Reserve banking system, because that's how money's earned. Debt. We run on a debt-based society. What people are trying to educate you out there on is how to protect yourself, how to change this country. We are living in a dictatorship, and it's not right. And it will only really come to fruition in about 20, 30 years' time. You know, and you want to leave this country to your children? There are droves and droves of English people leaving this country. Thousands of them. And what are they being replaced by? It saddens me that this country has gone the way that it has. And I want to try and get it back. I want to try and get it back to how my generation, were free to do whatever we want within law. within the law. Common law, no harm, no loss, no injury. That's all it is. No harm, no loss, no injury, no fraud. Okay, if you ain't committed any of them, then you've not broken no law. The rest are acts and statutes. You know, acts and statutes are what actors do. Parliament is actors. They're all actors. They're all acting out. You should know all this. This is the start of your journey. This is where you need to stand up. As a lot of people would say, grow a backbone. Where are the white English men in this country? Why aren't you standing up? They've broken our steel industry. You know, another one gone. They're breaking this country up. If you can't see that, I can't help you. You need to start looking into this, guys. You really do. You need to start looking into what's going on. Melanie Shaw is in prison. For what? Because she was raped and she was abused. Tommy Robinson's going to prison. For what? Telling the truth? Exposing people? John Patterson being held in a mental institution. I could go on for hours and days about all this stuff that's going on. But all I would like you to do is look into some of it and start seeing what's going on in your own country. Your freedoms are being erased. Your freedom of speech is going. Your internet is going to be controlled. You have the power within you. You have all the tools at your disposal. Your constitution. We have a constitution in this country, which they don't teach in schools anymore. They don't teach in churches or anything. They don't teach the constitution anymore. We have a live, living constitution. It's there to help you. Magna Carta, Bill of Rights. It's all there to help you. And we have a fabulous thing called the internet. You know, we can share this. We need to come together and start sharing and start caring, because your government don't. Your local government councils don't care. What do they want out of you? They want money. That's why you're here. Money. The more money they can get out of you, the better. They fill you with drugs from Big Pharma. No one, Lord Denning said this, I believe, no one is above the law. And yet, the government have got thousands, billions of acres of cannabis growing for medical use. You try to get a license for it. Ask Del Irons. You try to get a license to drug. Why can they grow cannabis and we can't? Why? It's a herb. It's a plant. All of these things that are going on are to suppress you. And you can't see it. We need to wake up, guys. You need to see what's before your eyes. I know it's difficult. There's 350 police officers a week leaving the police force because of the corruption within the police force. Don't believe me? Look it up. Look it up. Go to London one day and speak to a few of the coppers and see what the answers that you get. If you don't start doing your research and due diligence, you're going to find yourself in big trouble. I don't want to see that. I love every single person, every single one of the people in this country. Every single one. I'm ashamed of the homeless. I'm ashamed of forced adoptions, secret courts. Magistrates' courts don't exist. They were made private companies in 2009. 2008, 2009. They're private profit for companies. They invite you to go into these places. It's an invitation to do business within their domain. Don't go. They're sending the bailiffs round. What bailiffs? They have no powers no more. They can't gain entry into your property. The only way they can come in is if you let them in. Guys, you need to stop paying your taxes. You need to start taking the head off the snake, because it'll be your children. And this is only the beginning. You've got certain treaties and fucking things that are coming in. The Maastricht Treaty, PESCO, what's the other ones? There's a few other ones as well. Do your due diligence. Have a look. Look at your birth certificate. Look at this stuff. 'Cause I'm telling you, you need to know. You need to get your eyes on here. Forget your mainstream media, your Sky News, your BBC News, your Channel 4, your Channel 5. They're feeding you all bollocks. You're treating you all like mushrooms, keeping you in your dark and feeding you shit. Simple as. Your water's poisoned, your foods are poisoned. Just don't understand why people just don't want to know. Yeah, I understand. We've all got bills to pay. You may have a mortgage. You may, they've stapled you. So you've got to do this stuff. But you need to look. You need to keep your family safe because they're coming for you. And if you don't believe it, you will see it. Until next time, guys, stay safe.